Hey friends, it's Ruben with Hi-Fi MIDI. Thanks for joining me for another live stream. This is how to program acoustic guitar in your DAW, exercise number 8. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about the track before I play it for you. I have ample guitar T with the finger extension, and for keyboards I have V-Tines by Acoustic Samples. And then I have a little snap effect from Cubase. I'm using Cubase 10 Pro. That's my DAW. I'm trying to get more familiar with it. So here it is for you. I'm going to sing a little bit. This is Say You Won't Let Go. Oh, sorry. I forgot to add the little bit of reverb. There you go. Sweeten up the sound. I met you in the dark, you lit me up, you made me feel as though I was enough. We danced the night away, we drank too much, I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder, for a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest. Now, I would like to sing more for you, but then I'd get a copyright strike. But I wanted to give you an example of what this sounded like with the voice. You know, when you have all these virtual instruments together, sometimes it could sound a little sterile, a little lifeless, too perfect. And that's one of the biggest differences between recording with strictly virtual instruments and live musicians, is that you get this imperfection in the sound that adds a human element to it that most people love. And virtual instruments takes that away, especially when you align things to a grid. So I'm going to show you how to make this guitar part. It's really easy and fun. So if you have an acoustic guitar or if you have one of Ample Sound's guitars, I encourage you to pull it out right now, open up an instance of it. I'm actually going to duplicate this because this is going to save a lot of time. So I'm going to, duplicate the track. Open up both of these. Open up Riffer. I'm going to clear this really quick. Now this is 4 measures long, but I'm going to set it to 1 measure. 4/4 16 note grid. This song is 90 beats per minute, by the way. You want to make sure that your riff sync toggle is on. Otherwise, you probably have a different tempo. Okay. So as you heard, this has sort of a dum bum 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 kind of groove to it. So the first note that we're going to play is D. And the cool thing about this exercise is that you don't really have to change the velocities. So we'll get the rhythm first. Bum bum bum. Then we have that little chord or harmony before the next beat. So it's A and then D. Bum, bum, bum. And then the next one is on the and of 2. That's an F sharp. That's the wrong string. Let's hear that. we have a D down there. Same string. We want this D to be as long or to end at the same time as the first harmony. Now you can hear the release sample on this. So whenever this note ends, you hear that sound. It's the release sample. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to create 4 measures. I really didn't have to minimize it to 1 measure. I could have left the 4 measures, but so this is what we're going to do. We're going to right click, copy to measure 2. And all I'm going to do is move this down, this D down to C sharp. Actually, I'm going to have to move this down another string onto the A string. So to do that, I hold down Shift, click on the note, and then drag it down. That's an extra step I could have avoided by paying attention. I apologize. So now I can move this down to C sharp. Let's listen to that. Then we copy this to measure 3. Thank you, Matt. And then this is going to go to B. So the rest should be the same harmony. Yeah. And the last one is going to be different, a little different from the rest. Same rhythm. So we're going to right click measure 3 and copy to measure 4. This is going to be a G. So this is actually going to have to go down to the E string. So I'm going to hold Shift again, drag that A down to the E string, and that's going to go to G. Let me confirm really quick. Yeah. Hold Shift on that B, drag it down, and then drag again to G. Now this chord on the top, or the harmony on the top, is going to be a little different too. That's actually going to be on the string 2 and 3 instead of 1 and 2. So I can actually drag this through here. That's D and A. And then D and A. So let's hear that, make sure it's right. That's the wrong A. It should be A2. Now, you saw me drag this down. Another way that you could change it is by clicking on it, going over here to this note menu, and then clicking there. Let's hear this. So that's the chord progression that I want. Now to give it that groove, we have to insert effects. So after these notes finish or cut off, we insert the effects. That's not the sound I want, so I can click on this drop down menu, and then it's going to be a slap. Slap right here as well. Now I could have saved myself time and added the slap earlier, but it's all right. So that's what that slap sounds like. And then I feel like this is Bob Ross painting, but these are our little friends right here. All right, let me make sure that that's the same. So there's actually no slap over here. Ba-ba-da-dum. We have a little pickup, so I'm going to delete that. Ba-ba-da-dum. A. Ba-ba-da-da. Bum-bum. Oh, I see what I did. I shortened this note right here, this chord, a little bit, so that I can have some pickups. A, B. Next string goes up to D. Ba-ba-da-dum. So between the A and the B, I want there to be a little, like a little slide, not a legato slide. I think I should have hammer on pull off. That way it could sound smooth. Yeah. Ba-ba-da-dum. Now I don't like that first A. It sounds almost machine gun-ish. It sounds too similar to this, so I'm going to make that a palm mute, just to give it some variation, some imperfection. Okay, and remember to save. Always save your MIDI file or your riff, because I've done a lot of work before and created some great files and accidentally exited the program without saving them, and it was very frustrating. So once you're done with that, just drag that into your DAW, and in this case I looped it because it's the same chord progression, but I made it sound a lot more interesting with these little snaps I found in Cubase. I went onto this right menu in the media menu and wrote in snap, and then it showed me them here. I could audition them. So once I found the one I liked, I double clicked it and it created a track automatically for me. So I'm going to play this once more for you. First, let me delete this. Okay. Then hear how it all comes together with this reverb. So that was pretty easy, right? I've included the link to Ample Sound's website if you want to buy this. This is Ample Guitar T, and that was the finger extension. Now the regular library doesn't have. The regular library is just a strum and pick library, so it doesn't have this finger included. However, the Martin Acoustic does have a pick and finger library standard. Well, thanks for joining me. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and share this video. I appreciate all the views, and there is also a PayPal and Venmo link in the description. If you want to support this channel financially, I appreciate any gifts. All right, friends, thank you, and I'll see you next time.